We are blessed with the fourth fastest man the world has ever seen. His name is Asafa Powell. Well, he's won everything that you need to win in the world. 10 gold medals. He has 4 silver and then a couple of bronze to his name. He's retired, but his name has already been written in gold when it comes to 100 meters. And the world knows him so well. Asafa, thanks for joining us this morning on TV3.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it's been great. How does it feel that consistently being mentioned as one of the fastest in the world, or the world has ever seen? I mean, the fourth fastest the world has ever seen.
Well, it's a great feeling, to know that, in the entire universe, you're the fourth fastest human being. It's something that it takes a while, to get used to, but it's just an awesome feeling.
Well, yes, Asafa there, but he's not here alone. He's here with former Ghana sprinter, that is Rex Broby. Well, he's been integral in helping develop athletics, and also Dr. Yecha Twakli Wosono. Doc, Rex, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Well, Asafa, you've been here before, and this more like the second time in about 3 months.
Yeah.
How does it feel being in Ghana?
Well, first to see I'm wearing my sunglasses. I think I'm still behind on time. Woke up early this morning, just to get here. But it's a great feeling. My wife and I, the entire trip, we were just smiling. Just to come back. To Ghana. We love coming here. We enjoyed our stay here the last time, and it was. Ghanaians are very welcoming. The country is very beautiful, and it's similar to Jamaica. I definitely love coming here. When 2 days ago, my wife and I went to get food, and somebody walked up to me and said, "Asafa, why are you leaving us? Why are you going to Ghana?" I'll be back and forth, and I won't leave Jamaica for good. So Ghana is like home for us.
All right, I'm sure that has influenced you to return here, but you're so fast that you are always glorified in your races and across the globe. What would you say amounts to that? What does it take for one to be so fast?
Well, first, it's a talent, natural talent, that you're born with. And it takes a lot of hard work and dedication, and it takes a great coach as well.
Taking a great coach, you won a couple of medals. There were times injuries prevented you from getting the best glory you would have wanted. Do you get disappointed at times that you couldn't get or amass enough gold medals from the various championships you competed in? You get disappointed that you couldn't amass as many as
yeah, definitely. I as any athlete, I'd be disappointed to know that you train so hard, and to know that at the time you're the best in the world, so you should get the best out of every competition. But not all the time things play out in track and field like you would want it to. In track and field, injuries is our worst enemy as athletes. So when you get an injury, it can set you back. And we don't like to complain as athletes. So most of the times we're out there competing, and people are wondering why what happened, what's going on. But we don't like to complain. We just like to look forward to the next competition to better what we did the last time. But yeah, definitely I'm very disappointed a lot of the times, but I try to look at the positive side and try to move on to the next competition.
All right, looking at the next competition, what has brought you back to Ghana once again? This time, what's the purpose of the visit?
Well, we want to make Ghana fast. we want to have the best coaches in Ghana. We want to have the best athletes in Ghana as well. So that's why I'm back here.
All right. So, Dr. Yecha, it's been an impressive run. He was here, and then this time around, he's here with you. What is this all about in helping to make Ghana fast? What are we doing to make Ghana fast?
Yeah, well, I was just watching. I'm so sorry. I was distracted by the videos we were playing. It's just, honestly, it's like poetry in motion.
Yeah.
When you watch someone like Asafa Powell sprint, or Rex Broby, his old videos, same thing. It's really an honor. So we were so happy when Asafa and Alicia agreed to take time out of their day, away from their family, to come back and visit us. We're here for the On Max Velocity Speed Summit.
Okay.
It's a 4-day event where we are trying to change the paradigm when it comes to sports. My lab, the Sports Equity Lab, organized the event, and we started on Tuesday last night. We had a coaches' dinner, closed door, roundtable discussion with the top and most serious coaches in Ghana who really want to know the science behind high performance sports performance. Second, we have a speed clinic today at the University of Ghana. We're starting at 3 p.m., not Ghana time, 3 p.m.
All right.
And we're going to wrap at 5 p.m. So this is going to be where athletes between the ages of 14 and 17 come and learn from our coaches. Finally, we're having a lecture at the University of Ghana on Thursday, starting at 4 p.m. with one of my coaches, Lauren Seagrave, who's have over 50 years of experience as one of the top coaches in the world. So he's going to share his expertise with us graciously.
All right. So now Ghana is waiting for the next big thing to happen.
Correct.
And with Asafa Powell, we're expecting greater results from our athletics, isn't it?
We are, but we have to have patience because these things. So the way high performance sports happens, it's year over year, season over season, cycle over cycle, right? And so what we're doing now is planting the seed. Rex can attest. This kind of thing has never happened in Ghana before. So we're starting the conversation, starting small, but do not despise small beginnings, right? So we're starting now. After some time, maybe a couple of seasons, a couple of years, once we assimilate, we essentially convene the coaches who are very serious-minded. We can slowly start to perpetuate these principles throughout the country. And so ultimately, we will be on the top of the medal stand, and we'll be watching videos of our sprinters looking like poetry in motion. I'll give it a couple of years, though, so patience is key.
All right, patience being key. And Rex, you've always been involved in unearthing the next biggest things to happen with Ghana's fastest human. With the talents that we have, what do you think this Speed Velocity Summit is going to do for our athletes here?
I am very, very excited because this is the missing link that we have recognized Ghana needs. Ghana is blessed with so much raw talent, and that is why you will find an athlete in Ghana running maybe 11 seconds. They get to America and get polished, and next thing you know, they are running 9 seconds. So it means that talent is here. The missing link is the coaching part. It's the part that Yetsa and her team are bringing in. It's the part where Asafa coming in with Yetsa, coming in with Lauren. This is starting a new wave of coaching because, as I always say, or what we've heard, what you don't know is what you don't know that is killing you. So it's the ignorance that we keep passing on. The things that we used to do when I run in the 80s and 90s are the same things some of these coaches are doing with these young athletes. And just last night, I was telling Yetsa that after listening to Lauren, just talking for 10 minutes, I recognized all the wrong things we have been doing here in Ghana. Why are people now not going to America to learn how to run and going to Jamaica? Because Asafa, being the pioneer, started that whole thing of not going to America, staying in Jamaica, using the local stuff, and with the coaching that had already been brought up. Now you're seeing the results in Jamaica. So this is what I am excited about, and this is what I am trying to see it's replicated in Ghana, that with all the talent that we have, with all the raw material that we have, if we're able to perfect the coaching part of it and add the scientific aspect to it. I mean, Ghana ruled the world in the 60s and 70s. Micah Hay, Ohinika Kari, Alisa Noum, Hannah Friye. We ruled the world. 1966 Commonwealth Games in Jamaica. The Jamaicans were tipped to win gold medal in all the sprints. Ghana went in 200, 4x1. We beat the Jamaicans and the rest of the world right in Jamaica. What has happened is they have moved on, and we're still stuck where we were back then. And this program is what's going to help us go the next level. As you're talking about Ghana's fastest, for the last 10 years, every year from March to August, we organize 100-meter competitions all over Ghana. Under 10, under 15, under 18, and then 18 and over, both male and female. We've done it so well that the brand attracts everyone that potentially can run from all over Ghana. What happens is, once we attract them and they come, what's the next level?
Exactly.
This is the next level.
Well, this becoming the next level. So if you are missing out on what coaching is all about, this would be a great summit. But we are joined by one of the top coaches when it comes to athletics in the world. That is Coach Lauren Seagrave. He will be joining us. Doc, very impressive getting an experienced coach of the sort. How easy was it in getting him?
Oh, he's my coach.
So you're a former athlete yourself?
I used to run for the Ghana national team.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wasn't fast. I was actually quite slow. And I was a long jumper.
Oh,
so
okay.
probably the fourth slowest.
But did you take your lessons seriously? Maybe.
Oh, yeah. The way we met was amazing. So I was working with a slightly abusive coach, unfortunately, in North Carolina. And I just knew I had what it took to jump 7 meters. And so I researched all the top jumpers, and I found they had all been coached by this guy right here.
Oh, okay.
And so I reached out to him, total cold call. Hi, my name is Dr. Yetutwaki, please help me. Lauren wrote back within 2 hours.
Wow.
He said, I've researched you, I've Googled you, you went to Harvard Medical School, you went to Yale University, there's no way your brain doesn't work. I'm pretty sure I can coach you. Come down to Florida and work with me. And I did. Within 2 days, I was down there.
Well, that's great. That's great. Very impressive, Coach. Thanks for joining us. We know that for the athletes, they normally take a stock of what they have achieved throughout their career. You've coached lots of great sprinters and athletes in the world, even in football, not just athletics. Have you taken a stock? Have you sat down to take a stock of the great people you've actually unearthed and made sure they become the biggest things in the world?
Well, the interesting thing about being a coach is it's like using the windshield versus the rear view mirror. Mm-hmm. You have to look more forward than back. And although I've been blessed to work with great athletes, I'm still looking forward to being able to help other people get to their finish line faster and achieve their dreams and goals.
Mm-hmm. All right, Coach, how will this summit impact on the young athletes we have here in Ghana?
I think the whole philosophy that surrounds the seminar here is that it's athletes first, science-based, and coach-driven.
Okay.
And so we're not only working with the athletes directly with some very good coaches that are going to be on the premises, but the key point is to educate the coaches, and not just for our able-bodied athletes, but to include all of our para-athletes and make sure that there's a development all around. In my training group in Florida, it was completely integrated, and everyone working with each other and helping each other.
Mm-hmm. All right, Coach, I'll be coming back to you, but Asafa, you'll be present today. What will this Max Velocity Speed Summit teach anyone who will be present, and what topics are you looking at yourself?
Well, I myself, I'm willing to learn because I also want to go into coaching.
Okay.
So I'm definitely willing to learn and also to share what I know, my techniques and my knowledge of the sport.
All right, Coach. With this, we're talking about making athletes faster, but does the body type matter in any athlete becoming the fastest or the best that we want to see?
Well, I think there's a lot of things that go into becoming a fast athlete and a great sprinter. The first one is believing that you can, and coaches building belief in the athletes. I've had an opportunity to work all over the world, and especially with Asian athletes, and they used to say, oh, that we cannot be fast. We're just not built to be fast. And then Su Bing Tien comes along and comes into our camp and is one of the fastest persons in the world in the 60 and the 100 meters. And so he's set a new bar in that it doesn't matter your race, it doesn't matter your nationality, it doesn't matter your background. If you're willing to work and you have a good coach to guide you, take you by the hand, and move you forward, anything is possible.
Coach, you've been here for a couple of days, and I'm sure you've seen the athletes or taken a stock of what Ghana has. Do you think we have talent that would be able to thrive at the world's biggest stage in the next couple of years?
Unbelievable talent, unbelievable resource of talent. And I've worked with many athletes around the world, and just out watching and knowing athletes who've represented Ghana and actually worked with athletes from Ghana that are running for other countries, the talent pool is here. And now what we need to do is we need to bring the coaching pool up, so that they have the newest knowledge and the newest technology to help these athletes rise to the highest level.
All right, Asafa, I'll give you the final words to all the athletes as well as the coaches who can probably take advantage of this. What would you have to tell them about the summit and the reason why they need to attend as athletes and coaches?
Well, you know, if you want to be better, you know, at your craft, you know, you definitely should, you know, come out. You know, this is a new step. You have to start somewhere, and I think this is a new beginning for Ghana, and you know, they definitely should want to be a part of this, because you know, there's gonna be a change in sports, in athletics here in Ghana.
Are we going to see your kids race for Ghana?
I have to say yes, because my wife wouldn't forgive me if I didn't say yes. Definitely.
All right, Coach. Any final words before we wrap it all up?
Pardon?
Any final words before we wrap it all up?
No, I'm just looking forward to being able to share with the coaches and for them to absorb the knowledge and then impact all of the youth of Ghana, but to continue to share information with their coaching colleagues to just lift the bar for everyone.
All right. Doc, final words before.
Yeah. I think it's time we elevate the status of sports in this country.
All right.
You know, when you build your athletes, you build a nation. It doesn't matter if they're para-athletes or able-bodied athletes, you build a nation, because you're building people with beautiful character, discipline, perseverance, patience, generosity, humility you see from Asafa.
Yeah.
So when you build your athletes, you build the nation. I think it's time we adopt that mentality.
All right, thank you so much this morning. Improving athletics and making Ghana athletics better. In the last couple of weeks, we've been reporting, yes, the excellent performances from Joseph Polamwa, Benjamin Azamati, and a host of others. We hope that we'll be building the next biggest talent in the world. Thank you so much, Asafa Powell, Dr. Yecha, and Coach Lauren Seagrave, as well as Rex Brobe, former national athlete, and also the man who's been making sure we unearth the next biggest things in Ghana's fastest human. My name is Kelvin Owusu. A new day continues, but make sure you are at the summit.